Good evening, everyone. Good to see you all here tonight. Trains TCG, Rust Belt, Adam, Scott, everyone, good to have you here. Hope you all are doing well tonight. We are doing some fun stuff tonight. I have this fancy dancy blue boxcar here. And we're gonna get all those letters on there. But before we start, I want to say thank you everyone so much for people who were hanging out on Friday. Yeah, thank you, Adam. I turned it off and then I turned it back on because I thought I could set it, make it do things that I wanted it to do, but it didn't do the things that I wanted me to do. So let me, while I'm thinking about it, because now I know exactly where to turn it off, because I had it turned off. Let me do that. And there we go. So, anyways, excuse me. Thank you all so much to everyone who tuned in, who hung out, all of the above on Friday. We had a hugely successful stream on Friday. As you can see in the corner over there, we had a massively successful stream. Monique, welcome in. Hello. Good to have you here. I was just quickly recapping for folks who weren't here, that Friday we raised over $1,200. Not $12,000 would be crazy. No, we raised over $1,200, which means huge amounts to me. And I want to thank everyone who was hanging out Friday, everyone who was was spending time there. It meant a ton to me, and it was so much fun. So thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you to everyone who was hanging out. Thank you to everyone who participated on Friday. It meant it meant so much to me. And yes, thank you, Paul. For those who don't know, yesterday was indeed my 24th birthday, so I am a whole year older now. I've been a menace to this planet for another whole year. So that was spent some good time with my friends yesterday. So that was fun. Thank you guys. Thank you. Let me quickly make sure the Google Forms is up to date, because at the end of stream tonight, we will be jealous. Thank you guys all so much for the birthday wishes. But at the end of stream tonight, we will be giving away some decals for this boxcar. Well, not this boxcar, but your version of it back at your home. Because tonight, we are going to be spending basically the whole stream applying these decals to this this 50-foot Pullman Standard 5344 boxcar. So let me throw these up on stream. These are the boxcars that I designed for the BNCCS's Diabetes Awareness Campaign. The idea is basically in 2001, which was the year I was born, because I figured why not. But in 2001, the leadership of the BNCCS decided to work with, at the time, the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation, or JDF, to work together and do a fundraising campaign and awareness campaign by painting 5 boxcars in diabetes awareness schemes. So each boxcar had its own unique little slogan on it. We have derailing diabetes, T1D is loco. We have what were they? Oh, I'm teaching you fake stuff. Don't worry, Monique. The BNCCS, or Balfour and Colucci Creek Southern, is a railroad that I made up. It's a fictional railroad. It doesn't actually exist. I have a website for it and everything, but it's not real. I just like to make it seem like it's real. That's kind of my goal. So that's why I've come up with all of this backstory and everything for it. So each car had its own unique little slogan. One car says "Pulling for your pancreas," "Derailing diabetes," "Let's make type 1, type none," T1D is loco, and of course this year's Breakthrough T1D little slogan for the fundraising efforts for Breakthrough T1D play, which is Game Over T1D. So at the end of the stream, you will have a chance to win one of the 4 decal sets for one of these cars. Yes, like Paul says, we are all a little bit crazy. We all do it. And actually, I'll pull it up because why not? Let me get these boxcars out of here. Let's grab this. Nope, this one. Let me pull up. This right here. Because over this past week, all of us that are in the what we call the freelance cinematic universe, yes indeed, all of us who are in what we call the freelance cinematic universe, which is basically a bunch of us who have these freelance or fictional railroads that have gotten together and kind of trying to connect all of our stories. But we got together and we finally put together a big old shared map with all of the different railroads on it. Let me make sure I didn't turn any of the layers off before I share the screen here. Okay, all the layers are in fact on. Get rid of that. Let me zoom way out here and show off the Freelance Cinematic Universe map. Bam. So this is the map of all the people who currently have their freelances in. As you can see, a lot of us are based in the Northeast. But we have like 7 or 8 railroads in here at this point, all of which don't actually exist. Which is fun. There is the Blacklick Valley. We have Arco, which is Garrett's. We have the Genesee Wyoming Transportation Company, which is Paul's. We have the Somerset and Raritan, which is John's. We've got the Salt City, which is Joey's. We got all these different fictional railroads, and we're all kind of building out our map to connect each other's stories and connect each other's railroads. So it's a lot of fun to work with everyone and get things all put together. And one of the things that is joining us all is it off right now? Or am I just not seeing the just my Arco's broken on the map? Oh boy. Oh jeez. Also, why is it zooming into some cornfield in Western New York? Where is the circa? Am I crazy, or is circa not on here right now? Oh, there it is. There's the headquarters for Circa, which is the Short Line and Regional Carriers of America, which is a fictional, like, conglomerate sort of thing. It's basically a group of railroads that got together and set up some standards for different, it's basically standards for their rail cars to make sure that they are up to quality and run well for the people who are using them to ship goods and the railroads that are using them to interchange across their rails. So we have the Circa, which a lot of our cars, we get our little Circa decals, so they're Circa certified. And this is their headquarters here in Western New York. But we all get together and share our stories through Circa and through the map and stuff. So it's been a lot of fun to work with everyone on getting this all pulled together. Here's my railroad, the Balfour and Colucci Creek Southern, or BNCCS. It's from the Hudson Valley out to Boston, and then with a trackage rights north up to Albany and Troy, New York, and down to New York City through Amtrak and Conrail or CSX Railroad trackage. And then there are a lot of cross routes that I haven't put into the map yet, connecting, from Danbury to Hartford to, up through a lot of these maps that cut across Connecticut. A lot of these lines that cut across Connecticut. Long ways I haven't put in yet, and through Rhode Island, but I will eventually. But this is the freelance cinematic universe. So, hopefully that explains some of our madness, Monique. Alright, bam! There we go. Are your railroad's ancient rust bucket coal hoppers Circa certified? Well, you'd have to talk to management on that one. But, my guess is if Garrett's cars can be Circa certified, then anyone's can. But I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it. It's a lot of fun for us who participate. But this is our project of the night. So I got this all painted up today. This is going to be 25-117, the one that has the derailing diabetes slogan on it. Because I liked that one in particular. I thought that one was particularly clever of me to come up with. So I'll be doing that one. So I've got the bare metal roof with some, paint fade up from the sides that were painted, because that's where a lot of railroads paint them, is they just leave the roof bare metal, and then they paint, and whatever overspray happens on the roof happens. We got the black ends, which are standard on BNCCS cars. I've got an unpainted N-scale car right here. As you can see, I literally just swapped the Balfour Maroon for this primary blue. And that's how we got here. So, we're going to cut open these decals here, and I do have my Circa decals here. Paul, I'll have to talk with you and see if I can get some Circa lettering, and if that's okay for me to get that to share out with the people who win the giveaway on the decal sets. We can talk off stream, but this car at the very least will be Circa certified. There's my Exacto. Let's cut these decals open though, and get to work. So I've got my water here for the water slides. We're gonna put the Boxcar body or frame off to the side, that way it's out of the way. And we're gonna begin, and I think I'm gonna pull up my lettering guide for me, that way I don't screw it up on accident. But I like all of the little details, so this will be like a 50-60 decal car, and folks who win the decals, you can totally omit some decals if you want. But I have every little decal, down to the comp shoes, the jack points, everything, because that's the way my brain works, is it needs to be right. Here, it needs to seem right in any case. So we're going to start with the one side of the car and work our way around. And we'll see how far we get tonight. My goal is to get at least half the car done tonight, live on stream. But hopefully more. So I think the first thing we're going to do, for the record, Garrett. Alright, where do I want to start with this? Well, I guess I'll start with the railroad name. So we're going to cut this out. Tweezers right there. Nope, flip it over. There we go. I'm gonna clean some of this up, that way I don't have as much decal flash around the lettering. Fine there. So because I don't recall if I fully explained it, the giveaway tonight will be at the end of stream. It'll be, you know, a decal for one of these 4 cars that aren't this one. And you will get you get a full decal set for one of the 4 cars. And with that, you'll also get mailed a lettering diagram basically for the car. And the way you get yourself linked in with the giveaway, if you are interested, you have to donate. First of all, you have to donate to the campaign. This whole thing is for diabetes awareness and research fundraising. So down in the description, I have my link to my Tiltify campaign, which supports Breakthrough T1D, which is a group that fundraises for and promotes diabetes awareness and diabetes research, and really pushes the boundaries of diabetes research and helping us to fight for a goal, a cure for this disease that, you know, many people suffer from. So the description down below has the link to the fundraiser, and if you donate to the campaign, Tiltify will send you a confirmation email, and within that there will be a thank you from me, a thank you note from me, and as well as a link to a Google Forms. And in that form, you can sign up for the giveaways. Unfortunately, I didn't really think this through, so both giveaways are all one form. So while there is a bit in there about weathering giveaways, you can disregard that. You know, I've already done that giveaway, and I didn't think to take it out before now, and I don't really think it's worthwhile to go in and try and change the form right now. But there you'll get the option if you want to have the decals in ISO or N scale. So whichever scale you model in, you can get it. But that's how you get yourself into the giveaway. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them, and I will answer them here. HO scale painting and decaling can be hard enough you can't even imagine, and it's definitely tough. but it's worthwhile. I've gotten to the point where I really enjoy it, and I don't know if that's Stockholm Syndrome kicking in or what that is, but I really do enjoy the decaling process, even in N scale now. Go, trim just a little more off here, and we're good. It's like doing the end of car decals before the whole car. Yeah. 2 + 2 is fish, Garrett. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Yeah, but now, Paul, now imagine doing the end of car decals on an N scale car. Ah, you're welcome, Garrett. Glad I cleared that up for you. You're about to say the same thing. Great minds think alike. Alright, let's slide this next set of lettering off of decal paper. Do I have any of my little Q-tips left? Or did I run out of those? I have to find the ones that I have to go back and find the ones that Adam recommended me to get off of Amazon and purchase some of those, because either I'm out of these Q-tips or I am about to be. I think I am out, because they're not anywhere here. Yeah, dang it. Those worked so well. Those worked so well in sliding decals off of the film. Or off of the paper, rather. Alright, let's use a piece of balsa here. Oops, don't do that. There we go. Let's get that out of here. Oh, that decal is not on straight, so let me fix that. There we go. That's pretty straight. Pretty much straight across there. I think that's good. Actually, needs to go up higher. slide the decals, slide them up almost to the top of the car. There we go. Good evening, Pine Valley. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to have you here tonight. Working on the diabetes awareness campaign, Boxcar for the BNCCS tonight, which is a lot of fun. Hope you're ready to get. You should be virtually in my area by the end of the month. Nice. How's your virtual walk up Route 9 been so far? Hopefully pleasant, Scott. The beginning and end of the railroad name in there. But yeah, so tonight we're working on the BNCCS Diabetes Awareness Boxcar. I'm doing 25-117. The decals for 25-116 and then 118 through 120 will all be given away at the end of stream. So if you are interested in having one of these boxcars of your own, making one, be sure to donate to the campaign. Donation link is down in the description below. And be sure to fill out the survey in the confirmation email that you'll receive to let me know if you want an HO or N scale decal set. Scott, you actually been here before in real life? Yeah, I love the Mid-Hudson Valley so much. It's gonna hurt when I move away, but I'm gonna have to for work, and I just don't want to move too far. That way I can always visit. I'm definitely hoping to stay in New England long term because it's just so pretty up here. Does that mean I have found a new job? Not quite. Still looking, but I'm looking mostly in New England, or maybe down in like southeastern PA, the Philly area or something like that. I am going back to work at the job that I've been working at tomorrow, though, so on a temporary leave, just due to a downturn in the amount of work that was available to get done at the firm. But going back to work tomorrow, which is very exciting for me. I'm looking forward to getting back to work. There we go. Not gonna be a professional streamer. Yeah. I wish. That'd be fun. Well, I don't know if I wish, actually. Because it is a lot of being on stream all day. But, I don't know. Worked for IBM out of White Plains. Oh, nice. I know some friends at the Poughkeepsie plant up in this area. I had a really close friend who was working there, but he left and is now going to work for AMD. There we go. Get the letters in the water. Excess water off. That put down there. Go. Let's get this decal paper out of here. Excuse me. So how's everyone doing tonight? What's everyone been working on recently? CO needs to come down a bit. That looks a little better. Good evening, Chris May. Good to have you in tonight. Hope you're doing well. As you can see, tonight we are working on the B and CCS Diabetes Awareness Boxcar, or one of the 5. This would be 25117. This is one of 5 boxcars I designed for the railroad to promote diabetes awareness, and as part of my diabetes fundraiser that I'm running all this month, since this month is both National Diabetes Month as well as National Model Railroad Month. I've been running this fundraiser all month to raise money for Breakthrough T1D, a group that fundraises and supports diabetes awareness and diabetes research. So I decided to design up these boxcars, and at the end of stream tonight, I will be giving away the other 4 cars decals. If you donate to the cause down in the description below, and you fill out the Google form that you will get in the confirmation email, that'll get you signed up for the giveaway. Unfortunately, in the form, there's also something about a weathering giveaway. I've already done that. That was on Friday. I really ought to have removed that, but I didn't think to before stream, and now we're here. So, but if you fill out that form, you'll get the information on. I will get the information on whether you want an N or an HO scale decal set, and yeah, that'll get you set up, get you into the giveaway, and that'll be happening at the end of stream at around 11 p.m. tonight. Sean's finishing up in the shop for the night and heading down to the dungeon to work on a PC. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, it's been a real fun time, Chris. You know, as someone who's lived with diabetes for almost 8 years now, it's a hard life, and I like to support, research towards a better future for myself and all the other type 1 diabetics out there in any way I can. And since I have such a wonderful community here, you guys have all been doing a wonderful job in helping me to support fundraising and diabetes research, fundraising for and promotion of diabetes research and diabetes awareness and things like that. So it's really thanks to all of you folks out there for being such a wonderful community that I'm able to host this fundraiser. So thank you guys. Hey, thanks, Ted. Good to have you here, even though you're late. No such thing as late to my streams. My streams run so late that there's no such thing as late. But thanks for the birthday wishes, and good to have you here, Ted. As you can see, we're working on the boxcar here. Getting the decals on. Let's see. this decal needs to go in. Got it. That spot right there goes right in here. It gets tucked between these two ribs. Nope. There we go. Up a bit higher. Go. Good. Now let's get the diabetes awareness ribbon and slogan onto the side of the car. So like I said earlier, 25117 is going to have the derailing diabetes slogan. Cut out a lot of this film that just sits inside of the decal. That way I won't have a big shiny spot. I would cut the two halves apart, but I like the angle that the font is on, the text is on rather, so I don't really want to remove that. So we're gonna apply it just like this. Get that soaking. Once that is done, that'll be all the major decals, or the big decals. Then I think we'll jump to the reporting marks, and then the little stuff. All right. Do I print my own? So I do not print my own decals. I design them and I have them sent off to Fusion Scale Graphics for printing, just because I can't afford a printer that will print at a high enough resolution to really get these decals good. I tried doing my own decal printing at home, and the sheets that I tried just really didn't come out. The ink spots were super visible. The resolution was pretty low, and it just really was not. It did not look good. So I decided to start going with Fusion Scaled. I've had really good experience with Fusion Scale. I've printed like 4 or 5 sets of decals from them now, I think, and The first set that I printed with them, which was like, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years ago now. The decal film was a little thick, but all the ones that I printed since then, which have been in the last 6 or so months, 6 to 9 months or so, the decal film has all been nice and thin. It's all been nice high quality graphics, and I've been very happy with it. And the prices are really nice. So I design everything in Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, because it needs to be vector artwork. So I designed it in Illustrator because I have the full Adobe suite still from when I had it in school, and I've made such use out of it that it's still worth it for me to pay for. And then on their website, when you are buying the decals, or when you're basically buying the print job, on the print page, like on the purchase page, there's a little upload link for you to upload the file to before you click purchase. And they accept, I think, Illustrator files. They accept vector PDF files. They accept a few different file types. But that's what I do. I design in Illustrator, and then I print. I save it as a PDF, and then I upload it straight to their website. Yeah, no problem. That, I think, is nice and centered and vertical, right? Yeah. That looks good. They prefer .ais, but they are fine with PDFs and a couple other file types. And if I had to guess, that's because they probably use Illustrator in-house to get the graphic work, get the graphics formatted on their sheets and stuff. Okay. You were using Graphic Designer, but that's gone now. That's all door stuff. We'll save that for later. Let's do the reporting marks next. Shoop and zoop. Slice across, slice across. They don't take SVG, yeah. Yeah, there's some file types they don't accept, and I think it's just because they're incompatible with whatever software they use to send it to the printer. This rib gap right there. I should have done. I'm gonna do that right now before I really. Huh. That is weird then, Paul. I don't know. Let's see. Moving to Inkscape, but needed to redo the Soylent ones you worked on. Only did those quick on Apple Pages to get the sizing and font right, but Pages can't do the smaller letters. Got it. Well, it's good you're figuring out how to migrate it all over. Glad to hear that. That's going to go right there. So the reporting marks are going to start right about there. That looks about right. Sorry, I just took the boxcar over towards my other screen. That way I could compare against the image on my screen. That way I can make sure it looked correct, which it does. There we go. Get rid of the glare for you folks. Trim out the next decal. There we go. Good. Let's get that dipped in the water. Next one on there. Let's see how much I need to bring it down. Not too much. That ought to do. Let me just double check. Yeah, that looks about right. Perfect. All right, let's get the other half of the reporting marks in here. And then I gotta not forget the Pullman Standard builder mark. You used Affinity a while back. Seems good they've moved to a newer version now, and you haven't tried it yet. Yeah. Like I said, I've only ever used Illustrator, and that's purely because I had to get the Creative Cloud for architecture school. Yeah, to make use of the whole Creative Suite, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Acrobat. And then I also make use of Premiere Pro for my video editing. So, and I still commonly, not necessarily for work, but definitely for, well, I do use it for work, just not my personal license. I use it on the work license. But I still use, certainly for job applications and things like that, I use the whole Creative Suite still. So it's still definitely worthwhile for me to be paying for it with how much use I get out of it. And I honestly, I can't really spend the time right now to figure out a new program and try and port everything over, which is why I just keep using the Adobe products, even though they charge an arm and a leg for the license. Touch up. Makes sense. You're not sure if you'd use it enough to justify it. Yeah, it's definitely pricey. It's very pricey. And if you aren't already used to it, I would not recommend doing it just because of how expensive it is. Paul, you've been looking at the picture on your Discord server of your new tall backdrops. Will the backdrops pictures you do go up to the full height? I don't know, Paul. Will they? I think I remember you saying they won't go quite up to the full height, but they'll be, I think you said 3 foot, which is about a foot taller than they were, if I'm not mistaken. Resolve is so similar to Adobe, you could pretty much pick it up instantly. Photo editing stuff is a big hang up for me. Yeah, I'm trying to get more into using Lightroom as well, as I wanted to start doing more railfan photography. And Lightroom had, another tool that in the Adobe toolbox that I will be using. So the answer is yes. I guess both answers were correct. Alright, I think that's good for the reporting marks. Alright, now we start just working my way across the car for all the car data and little details. So we'll put in the Pullman Standard build mark. Now I'm curious if I should actually put this Pullman Standard bell mark on, because it's been repainted. Yeah, I'll put it on. Yes, Chris, I am using OBS. And don't worry about it. Yeah. I get it. Don't worry, this is, I totally understand. This is not the most riveting content in the world to watch. Me slowly put decals on this car. So I'm just glad that folks are here chatting. So I'm happy to answer your questions, man. So yeah, I do use OBS. For a while there, I was using Streamlabs OBS, but I switched over just to, you know, main branch OBS. And I like how it runs. I think it works well for me. Sorry, I'm just looking up some stuff real quick. Have a good night, Garrett. Thanks for joining for a while. Hope you are gonna have a good night, and see you around. I see. Sorry, I just hopped over to my computer real quick to quickly look up images of repainted PS5344s, and what makes sense, a lot of them don't have the PS builder's mark. They just have the like lot information. You know, the build, you know, the basic information instead of the full PS builder mark. I think I'm just going to leave the full PS builder mark because I like it. But, well, should I? I don't know. Now I'm torn. Now I'm very torn. The reason I started thinking about it is because why would my railroad have a Pullman standard build mark? You know, it's just as a stencil lying around. Excuse me. What I might do is cut off the build, like the PS and the rectangle, or the square and all that, and just leave the bottom half of the decal, which is the actual builder's information. You know, the car lot number and the plant it was built at and everything. Because that's just standard stencil lettering. That's what I think what I'm going to do. Staffed by passionate rail fans, maybe. Maybe that'll be the story. Well, my railroad does have a Steam program in the 80s, so... Could be. Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it full. I like that answer, Chris. We'll go with it. Come on, don't fold up on me, decal. Don't force my hand. Come on, don't fold up on me. The pain of folding decals. There we go. Now I just have to flip it like that, and we're good. We got it. Now we're just gonna reposition it. There we go. Good. Okay. You said this was boring. That decal was a nail biter. Yeah, no kidding. I managed to save it, though. Managed to salvage it. I got very good at salvaging decals. Here we go. Get the Jack here label on there. Right about there. Good. Good. Okay. Let's get the 2-inch HF comp shoes decal on. Clean up the decal paper around the lettering. Good enough. I think I might have chopped a touch of the top of the 2 off, which is unfortunate, but we'll have to make do with it. With the jack from your car, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that'll do the trick, I'm sure, Scott. Okay. There's good. Next decal over would be the 50K. Okay. We're going to get the 50K, and then we are going to get the door decals on. Time's at 10 o'clock. Making good progress. We might even get both ends done before the end of the stream. I'm not even going to try to get both sides done, because with how many decals go on this thing, that's just an unrealistic goal. This side will definitely get done, and then I'll switch over to the ends, and I'll do the other side off stream. But yeah, I did the counting. It's 25 for each side, 25 decals for each side. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 decals on each end. So 20, 50, 58 decals in total for this car. There we go. You got there eventually, Adam. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your night, man. Good to have you. And I'll see you around. Alright. And now we start on the door. Unlatch to close goes here. The door alone gets like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decals, I think. So almost a quarter of the decals on the car will be for the door. There we go. Alright, let's get the hasp decals on there. That decal's gonna go right here. Get that nestled in there nice and cleanly. There we go. Perfect. All right. And there. Okay. Now carefully lift this decal out of the sheet. Perfect. Dunk it. There. Excuse me. Stay there. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. There we go. There's the ticket. Perfect. Beautiful. This now goes away. Now let's get a nice pool of water here so that way this can move around nice and easy. Good. Soak up some of that water. I can really settle this on. Alright, here we go. Good. Closet Branch, welcome in. Good to have you here tonight, my friend. How have you been? Hopefully well. This is indeed HO scale for once. It's because it's gonna be for the more modern era of stuff that I'm dabbling in HO with. Don't worry, the N scale's not going anywhere. But for my, 2000s era stuff, I'm gonna have a small collection of HO. Mostly to run on like Fremo setups and at my friends' layouts and things like that. So this is a diabetes awareness car for the Balfour and Colucci Creek Southern. The story goes that in 2001, the management of the railroad decided to work with the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation to paint up 5 boxcars in diabetes awareness schemes for National Diabetes Month. Or National Diabetes Awareness Month, rather. They would do a fundraiser every year for JDF, which then became JDRF, which is now Breakthrough T1D. And so this will be the car 25117, and I'm going to be modeling it in like 2004 or so it will get some light road grime. But the other 4 cars I have decals drawn up for, and at the end of stream tonight I will be doing a giveaway for those decal sets to people who have donated to my diabetes awareness campaign. The link for which is down in the description below. As you can see in the top left corner, we've currently raised $1,800 this month, which is mind-blowing to me. Thank you to everyone who's donated so far. But in order to be enrolled in tonight's tonight's giveaway, you got to donate to the campaign. Then once you donate, there will be a confirmation email that gets sent to you, and in that there will be a Google Forms, and in there you can tell me basically if you want an N or an HO one, and that gets you signed up for the decal giveaway. And you can ignore the weathering part in there, just check whatever. But the weathering giveaway has already happened, and I didn't think to remove it before stream from the form. But that's what we're working on tonight, is this HO scale Pullman Standard 5344 to raise money for diabetes awareness and research. Sounds good, Chris. Thanks for stopping in. It's great to hear from you, man. Good to see you in the chat. Get some rest tonight and hope to see you around. Have a good one. Excuse me. Alright, one more decal for the door, and then we pop over to the far side of the car for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decals, I believe, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then we can move on to the car ends. All right. I'm getting distracted. I gotta stop getting distracted. Sounds good, Pine Valley. Thanks again for stopping in as well. It's so great to have you guys here. Have a great rest of your night and see you around. There we go. There we go. Good. go. Come on, there we go. Good. Plate C is on. Get the COTS boxes on. There we go. There we go. Get the COTS boxes in the water. Yeah, we really picked up a lot of money for the campaign on Friday, Dan. It was really awesome. And Scott, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for everything you've done for the campaign so far. It means a ton. And hope you have a great night. And I'll see you again. Like you said, see you next week. But yeah, Dan, the last hour of my stream on Friday was crazy. We got, I think it was like $600 in the last hour. It was mind-blowing. So tonight I'm working on that those boxcars that I was talking about last week, Dan. Working on my BNCCS 25-117, which is the boxcar that says derailing diabetes. And we'll be giving away the decals for the other 4 at the end of stream. There we go. COTS box is on. So leaves 3 decals left for this side. There we go. Get the next decal in the water. Oh, actually, I forgot. I have 4 decals left to apply to this car because I almost forgot to put the circa mark on there. Excuse me. Hey, g'day. How you doing, Comeng Melbourne? Melbourne Comeng. How have you been? It's good to see ya. Working on a boxcar for my fiction night. This is my bad, Paul. Tonight I'm working on this boxcar for my Bean CCS. This is a diabetes awareness boxcar. This is National Diabetes Awareness Month here in the U.S. and additionally National Model Railroading Month. So all month I've been raising money for diabetes awareness and research, which is what's in that top right corner or top left corner over there. As you can see, we've already raised $1,800, which is mind-blowing to me that folks have been so generous. But end of the stream tonight, I'll be giving away a set of decals for 4 other cars to be decorated like this. So I've been having a lot of fun doing all the streams this month and fundraising and everything. So I've been doing quite well. Glad to hear that you're not doing so bad yourself. Ooh, a rail inspection train. Those are always cool to see. Glad to hear you caught that. Very nice. Alright, now I gotta figure out what Circa Herald is gonna go on this boxcar. And I'm thinking... the white-backed, red, white, and blue one. Because I like that. Oh boy, I have really... Oh, I have caused problems with this decal. There we go. Come on, release from the paper. Release from the decal paper. Thank you. Alright, let me just get a flat sheet here for this to go on, and then I can slide it off nice and easy. There we go. Oh. There we go. That's on there a little better now. Oh no, don't be caught in this corner, man. There we go. There we go. Alright, now let's get the Circa Herald on here. Oops, no, I wanted this one. Alright, let me grab these, and I'm going to put that, I think, right here. There we go. And there we have it. This is one side done. And it only took me an hour 45 to do. So I'm going to quickly swap to the car end here. I'm going to get the car end done. And then we'll jump over and do our giveaway. Let's see. Do I need... Did I... What did I do for my... Let me quickly grab my N scale 5344 and remind myself what I did for the end numbering. Did I vertically stack, or did I horizontally align them? Where was it? Oh, in here. Wait, where did I put that? Oh, here it is. Alright, what did I do for the... Oh, vertically stacked. Okay. Vertically stacked it is. Good. I need to cut the top down a little more. There we go. Good. All right. There. One, two, there. Oops. Good. All right, last two decals here, and then we'll jump into the giveaway as we go to wrap up the stream tonight. So, folks, if anyone out there is not in the giveaway yet but wants to be, this is your last opportunity before we pull it to go ahead and donate to the cause. Link again down in the description below. Once you donate, you will get a confirmation email from Tiltify that includes a thank you from me, as well as a link to a Google form. In that Google form, you can just fill out whatever, just check whatever box for the weathering. That's not relevant anymore. Unfortunately, I forgot to take that out before I stream tonight, but we've already done the weathering giveaway. So just focus in on the bottom part, which is the decal giveaway, to let me know what scale you want your decals if you win. And submit the Google form, and then if you win, I'll know what scale you want. Good. One final decal. There we go. And there we go. So I'll stop the decaling there and get the other half of the car decaled during the week this week. But there's our completed car half. And up there. So, very happy with this car. Super psyched that it's actually here in person. And now that you can see it in person, let me pull up and put together the wheel of names for those who entered the giveaway. Forms. Open up. Form. Responses. One. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. All right, let's go ahead. Pull up. The Wheel of Names. Let's do some shuffling around. And we'll spin. So this is for... Actually, let me grab a sheet of paper here to keep track of who wins what car. There we go. So we're going to start with 25116. And let's roll the wheel. And our winner of the first giveaway car is Mike. Mike Redden. And he wanted an HO. So that's one HO car. Big congrats to Mike. He's the guy who got the Hancock air whistles 3D printed for me in N scale, so I'm already appreciative of him for donating and for giving me those. So let's take him off the wheel. That way he can't win a second one. Shuffle him up again. And spin the wheel for 25118. Dennis. Dennis wanted an N-scale car. So that's one HO, one N. And those cars are... 116 is the Pulling for Your Pancreas. Mike got the Pulling for Your Pancreas car. The 25118 is Let's Make Type 1 Type 1. So Dennis got that car in N. Next up is the 25119, which is the T1D is Loco car. Take Dennis off the list here. Shuffle him up again. And spin. Our third winner is Billy! Billy Brown of the Rail Brothers. I know he wanted it in HO. If I remember correctly, let me actually double check that. Get to Billy's response, which was this one. Yes, HO. Great. Congrats to Billy. And that leaves one final giveaway for 25120. which is the Game Over T1D Boxcar. And our fourth and final winner is Loud C. I don't have a name. I didn't have a name on the giveaway, but I did have their email, so I will be reaching out to them. So thank you all so much for donating. Congrats so much to the winners. I'll be reaching out shortly. To figure out how best to get everyone their cars. So close. Yeah, you almost got it, Paul. You were almost there. Oh! Excuse me, I made a mistake. Lautzi was not interested in the Boxcar giveaway. I am terribly sorry, folks. I thought I went through and carefully checked to make sure that everyone that I was putting on the wheel was interested, but they were not. So that actually means we do have one more giveaway to do. So there's still a chance for you, Paul. So let's shuffle it up. So sorry for the confusion on that one. I went through each individual one, and I just must have... I don't know, I must have looked at the wrong response. Because they were interested in the weathering box, the weathering giveaway, so. Alright. Well, in that case, let's do this one last time. Let me actually make sure that let me double check that is. Okay, yeah. So, there was only the one that was not interested, so that's good. All right. Let's try this again, and let's see what happens. Roll. And our true final winner is Jay Sawyer. And they, I think, wanted an HO car. Let me double check that. Oh, they wanted an N scale, so that makes it an even 50-50. Two N scale cars, two HO scale cars. So I will get those. I will get those decals printed and sent out to you at some point within the next week and a half. I'll reach out to everyone to get a good mailing address for you all and get you your decals. But thank you everyone so much who donated, and we're gonna keep on going. The donations are not gonna close at this time. I gotta figure out an incentive for when we hit 2K. I might do another. I'll try and figure out another giveaway to do. Maybe I'll do another couple of boxcars, or maybe I'll do something. I'll figure something out for when we hit 2K. But the streams will continue on through the month to the end of the month. So I think that means we got, what's that, 2 more live streams. Pull up my calendar. Oh, actually, you know, we'll do one on December the 1st as well. So that makes two more Diabetes Awareness Month live streams to hopefully hit 2K. And I will figure out some other giveaway to do for you folks on the final, for the final, or not the final, but for when we hit 2K. I'll figure out something else to do. So thank you everyone so much for donating, for hanging out and watching the stream, and you know, for supporting me in all that I do. I hope you all have a wonderful wonderful rest of your evening. And I will see you all on the next track.